Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, bringing you a grand solar minimum update on Sunday, October 14th, 12:52 a.m. Mountain Time 2018. Look at the snows continuing to pile up across North America as we descend into the grand solar minimum and as October wears on. Heavy snows in eastern Canada. We'll get to that. Let's keep this live so we can look at it in a moment. Hurricane Michael devastation still being assessed. Live updates and links below. The death toll from Hurricane Michael climbed to 19 on Saturday as the recovery continued in Virginia, Georgia, and the hard-hit Mexico Beach, Florida. It's been 3 days since the monster storm slammed into the Florida Panhandle, destroying an untold number of homes with 155-mile-per-hour winds. Death toll climbed to 19. First gubernatorial debate canceled. Over 700,000 without power. As of Saturday afternoon, an estimated 709,750 people, quite an estimate, were without power in 6 states. Boom! Yeah. Heads up. 207,000 customers without power in Florida, 14,531 customers without power in Alabama. Bama, boom! 26,373 customers without power in Georgia, 43, that's it? Without in South Carolina? Why did they even put them on the list? Who the f are those? Those people. 318,420 customers without power in North Carolina, 143,332 customers without power in Virginia. Whew, that's boom. Snow boom. We'll get to it. Heads up. Yeah, it's snowing. Look at it. Watch. Wow. Trump thinks it was some wind. Yeah. Let's make America great again. Rally in Kentucky. President Trump claimed that there were 200-mile-an-hour winds. And that's all we have to say there. You see lots of foundations there, but no homes. Wow. That's quite an observation. Snowstorm to create hazardous travel, threatened power outages in Rockies, high plains through Sunday. Take a look at this map. It's totally insane. Yeah, cold in the middle. Yeah, mild. Some snow up here. Heavy snowfall will spread southward over the Rockies and high plains into Sunday night. Look at the blue region. It looks like a blue check mark. Yes, grand solar minimum check mark. The air will get cold enough to create slippery travel even outside the high country. And the passes from Wyoming to northern New Mexico and northwestern Texas. Did someone say Texas? Holy boom! That's a Texas snow boom. Snow-covered roads, reduced visibility, travel delays, power outages in the blue zone. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 states. Say it ain't snow. Much to the delight of skiers, over a foot of snow may fall on some of the eastern slopes of the Rockies. Where leaves have not fallen off the trees over portions of the high plains and foothills, there is the risk of tree limbs breaking and sporadic power outages. Whew. There are the snowfall totals, and they are significant. This is not a dusting, kids. Dark blue is up to a foot, and that's in 3 states. Yes, southern Wyoming, the whole state of Colorado, and parts of New Mexico. Yes, it's true. A foot of snow coming to an area near you. Snow began to fall on Monday on Montana Saturday and spread southward into Wyoming, bringing a picturesque blanket of snow. The snow reached Cheyenne, Wyoming during Saturday evening. There it is. Thank you, Corby Dickerson, for our fall snow boom. Cold front brings frigid temperatures and snow to Colorado. We just said that. Whew. There'll be another article covering what we just said. Forecast calls for up to 3 to 5 inches of snow in Fort Collins. That's in Colorado. We just covered that. Jesus. Ow! Snow to make another appearance in Iowa. Holy hell. That's the breadbasket. Mount Washington receives its first measurable amount of snow. Yeah, that's on the East Coast. The first measurable amount of snow fell on Mount Washington in New Hampshire on Saturday morning, according to a tweet from Mount Washington Observatory. And that's not all, kids. Yeah, parts of New Hampshire saw its first snow, including Mount Washington. And this guy, who's really an apparition or a ghost because he only comes in and out in really creepy times. There he is. Wow. Parts of the Granite State got their first taste of winter Saturday. Snow fell in some areas up north, and that creepy ghost guy keeps popping in and out. Check out Burlington, Vermont, and other areas. Bangor, Maine. Whew. Snow all the way down towards Manchester. Boston. You're going to get buried this winter. Oh, my God. It does not look good for Boston. It does not look good for Nepal either. 7 dead, 2 missing after storm hits Himalaya. Yes. Villagers who reached the base camp Saturday found the bodies of 4 South Korean climbers, 2 Nepalese guides, and another person yet to be identified. Yeah, there is a mystery man there. And he's dead as well. This is a rough update. Storm Leslie, Portugal hit by hurricane force winds. Look at that. It's just trees and really blurry cars. Whew. That's one hell of a storm. Leslie. Hurricane force winds have brought down hundreds of trees and left more than 1,500 homes without power in Portugal. Well, what about the 700,000 in the U.S.? All things being equal. Seismic update. Now, we had 2 warning zones, one in Fiji and one in Kamchatka, and boom! Kamchatka lit it up with a 6.7. No tsunami warning. But we have a 231 kilometer 4.7 in Indonesia, so Indonesia is the new zone of worry. But we don't need any earthquakes to hurry. Just saying. Oh, I hate it when we're right. Fuego eruption prompts evacuations in southern Guatemala. Disaster agency says this is an amazing picture. Look at that. That's gorgeous. After hundreds died taking their own selfies of their death that we covered months ago when Fuego erupted. Fuego is re-erupting. Mexico City Sputnik, a strong 5.8 magnitude, struck Guatemala's southern Escuintla department on Friday in the wake of the eruption of the Fuego volcano that began earlier in the day. The National Disaster Agency, CONRAD, said the tremors had been felt in the southern areas of the country. In Guatemala City, a bus got stuck in one of those lahar zones. Very worrying, according to Matthew Watson. And there is the glow in the evening. Amazing ghostly images. It's amazing. Worldwide volcano news update. Saputan, good news. Activity continuing, decreasing trend. We have Krakatau going off today. Karansini also appears to be declining. Sabancaya intermittent emissions. Ducono volcanic ash at Bico erupted. Reventador volcanic ash at Krakatoa. Say it ain't soa. Sanguito and Fuego and Popo and oh no. Man, you need an undergraduate degree just to pronounce these volcanoes. Mount Etna. That's for most of you. Europe's most active volcano could slide into the sea with devastating impacts. Holy shit. What else do we have to worry about? Apparently the Weather Channel doesn't even know where to stand. Or is that Fox 29? Whatever. Mount Etna is threatening to calve off into the sea. And now would be a good time to take a pee. Now, the fiery volcano of one of Europe's most active is slowly sliding into the Mediterranean. And there are some scientific papers and a bunch of good pictures showing what that looks like. Wow. Yes. It would even affect the weather. But more importantly, if you live near Mount Etna and this baby calves during a seismic event, you're totally fucked. No, there's no running, unfortunately. There's nowhere to go. If you're within 100 feet of sea level, you will be washed away to your death. I'll leave you links to all this below, and I'm not even making this up. I'm not fear-mongering. These are the facts. And sometimes the facts are hard to believe. But when this tsunami comes, zones in red are going to see 60-foot waves that will wash people to their death. 60-foot waves. 20 meters. There it is. That's the landslide. And it's going to propagate through the region. In less than 2 hours, over 1 million people will be washed to their deaths. There's no warning. This is a matter of seconds to minutes, depending on where you live. Boom. Hey, is that a... Yeah, you're dead. Boom. Hey, did something... Sorry. You need scuba gear to survive this baby. So if you're in the Mount Etna region, consider buying some scuba stuff. Get a big inflatable cataract. Or basically kiss your butt goodbye. Because the Valle de Bouvet will calve. And when it does, it's going to send this pyroclastic flow in the form of a turbidity current into the subsurface in the ocean floor. Now, these turbidity currents displace ocean water. The same amount of volume of material from the surface that goes into the ocean displaces an oceanic bulge. And this bulge is represented, yes, you know what it is. It's a tsunami. So here's the tsunami scenario. And that's a boom. It's an instantaneous tsunami right on the edges, and it radiates almost immediately in a matter of minutes around the entire island complex, killing everyone in a horrendous way. Yup. It's not a matter of if it will happen. It's a matter of when it will happen. I'll leave you links to all this below. Worrying rise in Ebola cases after efforts to contain Congo outbreak becomes violent. Look at this violent man and the strange aliens in the white suits. I'd be violent too. Get the f out of my way. Let me spit Ebola on everyone. A runaway hearse carrying an Ebola victim has become the latest example of sometimes violent community resistance complicating efforts to contain a Congo outbreak. It's just like a movie. Outbreak in the Congo. Are you kidding me? I already watched this fucking movie. Hundreds of Hondurans head for the U.S. in mass migration march. According to a report. There they are. They're all coming to southern Colorado. Look at that. That's a white person in there. The fuck are they doing? Anyway, so apparently hundreds of Hondurans are headed for the U.S. according to Fox Live. Boom! You see how Fox does it? They stand in the way of the snowplow, and the Hondurans are coming to America. Yes. Just imagine yourself in a world 5 years from now when there is no more ice over the Arctic, says Tim Flannery in 2008, the douchebag of the day. Boom. Just imagine yourself being Tim Flannery in 2018 while record ice is building in the Arctic. New CMIP6 data suggests that if you're a scientist, you knew this was coming. Yeah, you knew back in 2000. You knew back in 1990 when the statistical analysis team in your university said there's no way to prove that humans have an impact on climate for 1,000 years until we have enough data. It's impossible. I'll tell you what is possible. Actual scientific analysis of the historic past and the current GSP-2 ice cores, which do not represent, by the way, local climate in Greenland. They represent the climate in the Northern Hemisphere for thousands of years. It's a crystal clear gauge. The very global warming alarmists that say you can't use the Greenland ice core data to say anything are the ones that say Greenland is melting and we're burning up. Oh, how little do they know. Temperature has been dropping off a cliff for thousands of years because during an interstadial, you reach a high temperature and it drops off to a point when glaciation begins. And that's a cliff. And the end of the interstadial is now. We're at 30.5 right here. And we will be going down for years. The rest of your life. Are you prepared? Check it out. Oppenheimer Ranch Project. Prior proper planning prevents piss poor performance. Store. We just added wind power turbines and cannabis care products. Isn't that awesome how good we are? We're trying to cover all our bases. Do you know how much time this takes? Anyway, check out the wind power turbines. We even have batteries. These are top rated universal UB 12 1000 45 978 12 volt 100 amp hour deep cycle AGM batteries. They got 4.5 stars. If you're looking for a battery source, buy them here. Do it. If you're looking into wind power, we have the top rated kits right here. And I'm going to tell you who they are. Come down here to Missouri Wind for $390. This is a 1600 5-blade. This is the #1 rated product in the entire industry. For $500, you can have 1600 watts of wind power. Is that insane? I know. Missouri Wind will help you install it. They'll walk you through it. They have videos on YouTube. It's just an awesome company. I know them out there. So buy their stuff. It's worth it. And this is the newest thing on the planet right here. This Jackery portable battery. It's a power station, generator. You could power it up with your panels. And it has a lot of power and it's highly portable. It's super small. And for the amount of power in this baby, it is cutting edge, lightweight. People are buying 10 of these. Yeah, I know. You need $6,000 to do that. And that's boom. Hope you got something out of the video. Times are changing, but weathermen are not changing at all. They're doing the same dumb shit they've always done. Not telling us the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Buy the battery. Be safe. We love you.